Welcome to Course Closed Today, Hunter's Edition. I'm your host, Big Fish Bill. Today's episode is all about having your game face on. There's only one day, boys. You gotta look at there's only one day. You gotta get fired up. Okay, I realize that was a little over the top, but there's only one day till Deer Camp 2023. I want to take a moment to thank our Course Closed Today sponsors, Goof Off. Whether you're trying to remove those pesky blumpkin stains or just clean up after trusting a fart, maybe you just want to remove a knob from a conversation, Goof Off. It's what we're here for. Today's episode of Course Closed Today focuses in on the predictions and well wishes of Knob Nation. We have a plethora of knobs live tonight on Course Closed Today. It is truly an honor to welcome our first guest, Terry Allen Schneider, co-owner and chairman of the board of the Pink Hippo, live from Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Glad to have you on board today, Alan.
Big Fish Bill, Alan here. Thanks for having me on Course Closed today. Hey, I appreciate, and so does the rest of my family, your inquiry on hunting with us this year. Based on your 1979 activities at our deer camp, you're banned from Marathon County for 50 years, so you're not eligible to hunt again with us until the year 2029. We just cannot simply tolerate guys in the woods that have a tendency to chase the deer. Stop, and you make the shot at that deer and you miss. Your first instinct cannot be to run after the deer. That's what you did in the past, and it raised the concern of my fellow hunters to the extent that even my brother wanted to shoot you instead of a deer. So we look forward to hosting you again in 2029, but until then, Alan out.
Our next guest, Billy Sven Kotny, recently inducted into the Trailer Manufacturers Hall of Fame and author of Hey, I Own That Sand Trap. Live from Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin, it's Billy Sven Kotny. Glad to have you today, Billy.
Thanks for having me, Big Fish Bill. My prediction for 2023 deer hunting, it's going to be cold, lonely, dark, and frustrating. And I can't find a date.
Our next guest comes to us live from Chicago, Illinois on a break from his recent tour aboard the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. He's been hailed the sommelier of condiments. Please welcome Sean Stewie the Mustard Boy Hearden.
Thanks for having me, Big Fish Bill. My prediction for Deer Camp 2023, prediction, pain. I conjure up that Clubber Lang image because I just read right up here on that screen. I'm not going to show it to you. It's fine. You can trust me. That in a 2013 survey by the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, 9% of respondents have admitted to falling from a tree stand, and 19% reported near accidents. You guys just went out and put up deer stands? Do any of you know at all what you're doing? I know Tommy didn't set them up. He might know what he's doing a little bit. Rick's not mechanically inclined. Billy, yeah, you've done some handiwork with knobs and plaques and routers and such, but putting up a deer stand, following instructions? I don't like the chances. Godspeed. Love you guys.
We have a very special treat. Our next guest is a two-time guest host on Course Closed Today. He is the master of the little-known fact. He is the keeper of the coupon. He is at the root of every famous knob story in history. Ladies and gentlemen, from Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Chet.
Thanks for having me, Big Fish Bill. My prediction for Deer Camp 2023 is that it's going to be epic. I'm predicting that all three will fill their deer tags with bucks, no less. I was reading last month in my Big Game magazine that Big Buck Billy, a division of Big Fish Bill Enterprises, has developed a new snack so crunchy, it tastes great, but it also attracts deer. The bucks think it's a doe in heat. If this is true, I'm predicting that all will fill their tags. The problem that I've heard is that it also attracts wolves, so good luck, guys.
This next guest needs almost no introduction. He is the beginning, the middle, and the present of Knob Nation. Considered his own wolf pack by many. Referred to by himself as the Alpha, the Omega. Live from Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Jeff Percy Schmidt.
My predictions for the blurred hunting weekend. One, I figure there's going to be at least 9 hours of hunting time per day, and I predict there's going to be at least 18 hours of video taken over the weekend. I predict that Billy will not only not shoot a deer, he will not see a deer this weekend. I predict there'll be at least 1 box of Twinkies and 1 box of Swiss rolls consumed over the weekend. I predict that Tommy will be texting his dad every morning on Saturday and Sunday to make sure he has a shell in his chamber. And I'm going to predict that the only deer that Tommy's going to shoot is going to be in Georgia this weekend. Have fun, boys. Big Shooter out.
I wonder what could be next. It's the countdown. Welcome, Otocoilus Virgicananus killers. Only 1 day till the start of Deer Camp 2023. If it's brown, it's going down, boys.